Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I didn't write down what episode this was, but we know it's season 4. We know it's a new episode, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I think a lot of, as usual, fuckery shit happened today. Yes, I did just mute myself from that cussing. But, you know, these B characters, you know, the episode starts off, at least this is where I put my notes at, is when, you know, Safari and Lil Fizz, was it Lil Fizz? Lil Fizz. Safari and Fizz is out there playing golf and everything, and Safari asking him why he didn't come to what? I don't know, Fizz didn't go to something. He was asking why he didn't go, and Fizz goes into, well, you know, Moniece and AD broke up. So because they broke up, I'm back on full-time daddy duty. And I'm like, well, let me get this straight. I need some water. Just because your baby mama and her girlfriend broke up, she can't be a mama? I mean, was there any truth to the whole thing that AD was the sole parenting person for the son? Because my thing is, just because you broke up with your girlfriend don't mean that you can't still be a mother to your son. We shall find out how that goes later. And then they then start to talk about, wait, no. And then all of a sudden, Bobby Brown pull up. I'm like, what is Bobby Brown doing on Love and Hip Hop? I'm like, the Bobby Brown? My prerogative Bobby Brown? What they call him, the king of R&B Bobby Brown? Okay, Bobby. Hey, Bobby Brown. Hope you're doing okay. You know, but Fizz said that he ran to Bobby Brown at the barbershop, how they kind of are cool, you know, because Bobby Brown is an old head and Lil Fizz is a new head or whatever with this R&B group stuff. And he said he wanted to talk to Bobby Brown about possibly getting B2K back together. We know there are a lot of groups who are coming back together. Yeah, Escape is back together. Drew Hill back together. You know, Boyz II Men be doing stuff and they be on commercials and TV and stuff. Pretty Ricky getting back together. They doing a tour. Day 26 getting back together. So it's a lot of these groups getting back together. And I think it makes sense if you were a successful boy band. Now is the time to tour. And, you know, when Bobby Brown was talking and, you know, Phil was asking him, you know, it's hard because, you know, the lead singer basically of Marion, he like, you know, how do y'all handle when one person goes solo and they see some success with that? You know, is there ever a reason for that person to come back? And Bobby was like, you know, when I left, I had solo success and I didn't really care when I first went solo. He was like, well, after a while, you start to miss your friends and your brothers and you go back for that reason because you miss the camaraderie with your other bandmates who are like your brothers. And so, I mean, look, I was a B2K fan, you know what I'm saying? Lady, come around and let me see your sexy body go bump, bump, bump. You know, I'm part of that little era, whatever. So I wouldn't go to a B2K reunion. That's not my type of thing. That moment has, you know, passed and sailed and flown away. Because technically, I'm an immature age person. You know what I'm saying? Immature was popular when I was, you know, like we screamed for immature. That was our thing. But I still remember when B2K came out. But, you know, I wouldn't go to a B2K concert. But I'm pretty sure their loyal fans would buy tickets to go see their shows. And I also wouldn't buy a ticket to go see Omarion. So, you know, Bobby Brown did say, you know, people not making money making music anymore. And they're not. A lot of people make money by touring. You have to be a certain level artist to honestly make money from selling records. You make your money by going on tour, by getting them tour dates. You know what I'm saying? Because people Escape, when they did their first little tour, you know, their first little shows or whatever, they came to Detroit. Them tickets sold out in like less than a day. I mean, sold out. So where they had to do a second show. And that's money. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it ain't like you're going to have this big to-do stage and you're not, you know, you're not going to be paying, you know, $2 million for stage for the tour. You keep it, you know, I won't say low budget, but you keep it modest. Okay? You keep it modest and you can make some money. So, you know, I agree with Bobby Brown saying, you know, people not really making money making records. And my thing is, I don't know a new Omarion song. You know, I know he had an icebox where his heart used to be. That's the last, you know what I'm saying? And that touch video, you know what I'm saying? But that was a while ago. And he's still in the music industry, and I think he's still searching for a hit, absolutely. And he probably can tour a little bit solo. He can book shows here and there. But my thing is, make the tour be, you know, it's the B2K tour, but have a little, you know what I'm saying, have him do a little 30-minute set for his solo stuff, because he was the only one that kind of went solo. And, you know, but do a tour. Omarion, ain't nobody checking for Omarion's next album. Let's be honest. And that's not even trying to say how he not a good artist. It's just, they not. So, you know, Fizz said how he got to talk to all four, because it would take all four of them to do it. He says how one of them is in China or in Japan, or he's somewhere over damn seas. So he does go meet with Boog. Boog is the other cute one I thought was cute. Was there Raz is the one that's out of the country, and he's like, he moved out of the country a while ago. Okay, fine. But he talked to Boog first. Boog talking about how he the vice president of some company and how it might not be good for his brand. If you made a niche for yourself and you don't need to go on tour, then don't go on tour. I'll say that. But don't, if you not really in that realm of I don't need to tour, don't try to make it seem as if you don't need to tour. I think he's saying that because he think Omarion gonna say no. And it's like, honestly, B2K can't tour without Omarion because he was the lead singer. Destiny Child can't go on tour without Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? It just can't happen because she was the lead singer. And if you replace the person, how they would deal with, like, En Vogue had replaced people before. Who else replaced people? Escape at one point had replaced what was it, Candy and Tiny. So, but I don't think B2K would have the same effect on that. So why did I spend so much damn time talking about this? Lord Jesus. Anywho, he said he went and talked to Boog. Boog said he can't say yes, but he can't say no. He's like, you know, but then Fizz said how Pretty Ricky, who's going on tour, said, hey, we can co-headline a tour. It makes perfect sense because the same people who would go see Pretty Ricky would go see B2K. And if the whole groups are together, you can even, you know, charge, if it's just Pretty Ricky, tickets gonna be like, what, $20, $30? But if you have all of B2K and all of Pretty Ricky, you can sell $60 tickets, maybe even 70. I don't know. Anywho, they trying to get Omarion on board, so Fizz trying to get that all worked out. But yeah, the next thing that we see is, so Alexis is having this little fake party because she got a fake sunglass line that she trying to launch. Okay, whatever. But you know that wasn't even the tea of the party. The party was, you know, Boobie there, and Hazel come in like, oh, I see fake Boobie over there in his, you know, flip flops. I'm like, why is she so mad at Boobie? What's going on? You know, Hazel tried to come in there, and this is my thing. If I slept with a man and he be like, I ain't sleep with her, I'm not finna argue no man up and down that he had sex with me. I'm just not gonna do that because it makes you look stupid. Even if the person is lying, it still makes you look dumb because you're begging for that person to admit that they slept with you. So Hazel is upset because she feel like Boobie did not acknowledge her enough at his little album, his little song showcase thing. So she's like, you know, I feel like you owe me an apology, you know, and he like, for what? And she's like, well, you know, at the party, you know, you kind of acted like you didn't know me, like we didn't have a history, like we didn't have, you know, we didn't have a moment. Bitch, a moment? A moment? I'm not talking, look, if me and a man had a moment and he don't acknowledge that moment, it wasn't a moment, okay? It might have been a moment to me. It wasn't a moment to him. And I'm not about to argue them up and down about it being a moment. And he like, what you mean? He like, you know, you walked up, I said hi, and I gave you a hug. What else did you want from me? She's like, yeah, but you're not going to admit we had sex. So you mean to tell me you had to come find this man to make him admit y'all had sex? Why do you care that much, Ma? And my thing is, you couldn't have recently slept with this man. So you want somebody that you slept with a long time ago to admit that y'all had sex. That is the craziest thing in the world for me to understand. And it's crazy because she was really upset. And she's like, you know, you lying on your dick. And he was like, look, anything I want, and whoever I fuck. Meaning, if I slept with you, I would say I slept with you. But I ain't sleep with you. And I'm like, but for me, that would have been the end of the conversation. Oh, but not with Hazel. You know, Boobie even admit, we did meet a while ago through mutual friends, but me and you ain't never had sex. You know what I'm saying? And he said, you know, I want no part of that. Meaning, yes, I know you, but we ain't sleep together. What are you talking about? I feel like I don't know that man. I don't know that woman. I don't know if they had sex, but I do feel like if he did it, it wouldn't be a reason for him to lie now. I just don't like Hazel, and I feel like Hazel lies a lot, so I believe him over her. Truth be told, you know, she goes on to say, "Y'all got text messages to prove it," and he like, "Well, drop the text messages." What a text message that? You was begging me for money and begging me for money. I'm like, but when? Like, because my thing is, you were talking like you was talking to him back when he was in the NBA. I don't see him begging you for money because I don't think you had no money. Because as people said, you was roommates with Tierra Marie a couple years ago. So, let me stop. You know, say how he was begging for money, asking for a place to live, and she start calling him Broke Booby. First of all, you already called Brooke, you know, Broke Valentine. You can't keep using the word broke to people and think. I just don't like Hazel at all. And when she going off, we'll be like, what is wrong? Is this how people do in Hollywood? Like, what's going on? I don't know you. If you got receipts, drop them, or, you know, let the, what the text message is at. And you broke, you ain't nothing, you ain't shit, you lie on your dick. And she just walked, no, she's being led away by security. It was dumb. She then go off when she talking to, you know, Lyrica and someone else, just saying how, you know, she was mad at him because he wouldn't admit they slept together. Boo, why do you care? Girl, go ahead on about your business. No one cares. And why your face look so fake? Her face look like a mannequin. Like it's a golden, not even gold. It's that weird orangish gold face texture. Her face looks totally fake. So, she even tried to put they were sitting by the pool. She tried to get a cup, put the cup in the pool to fill it up with water to throw on him. You gonna do this as if don't nobody see you? Like, you didn't even try to sneak and do it. You took your time, picked up a cup, dipped it in the pool. And I'm like, girl, you don't even have no, just go ahead on, Hazel. So, you know, for a second, we do see Bridget and Zell come over like, what's going on, y'all? That was crazy. So we were like, I don't know what that's about. That's some Hollywood shit. I ain't gonna do with that. I have never slept with that girl ever. He like, she cool, you know, she the homie, I know her. He like, but we never had sex. Okay, Booby, you say so. So in that aspect, you know, Booby and Bridget still start talking a little bit, and he like, you know, yeah, the last time I saw you, you was a little bit rowdy, and you know, you came at me sideways. So then she apologized and said, yeah, I should have never acted that way towards you. They're like, oh, can y'all get a hug? You know, can there be a hug situation? They hug, and I mean, it was a little bit too much of an embrace for Brooke to have a whole boyfriend. My thing is, when you hug a man, your butt is supposed to be pushed out and your breast should not be touching that man's chest. I mean, y'all went into that embrace, okay? James ain't gonna like that. He ain't gonna like that. The next thing that we see is Lyrica is still talking to Hazel because Hazel's still complaining. And Hazel brought up how she did the song with Ray J and Safari and everything. And Lyrica like, oh, they really did that? And she's like, what you talking about? She's like, oh, well, you know, A1, Safari, and Ray J had a bet. And they went and got their sperm tested. And the joke was, whoever has the lowest sperm count has to work with you. Yes, honey, you were the loser of the situation. And she's upset. Like, we know, Lyrica fakely tried to act as if A1 wasn't really with it. My thing is, if he wasn't really with it, he wouldn't have went through with it. He was laughing right along with the other guys. Like, oh yeah, ha 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 ha. Whoever lose, gotta work with Hazel. And no one wanted to lose because no one wanted to work with Hazel. A1, I never once said, if I lose, I'll gladly work with Hazel. No one said that, and no one will ever say that. So Hazel was pissed off, talking about she's gonna make each of them pay. I guess except A1, because Lyrica done lied on her husband and say he was cool with it. He wasn't even trying to get into all that. The next scene we see is Bridget is not talking to her boyfriend James. They at a gym. My thing is, he working out, but he wasn't even sweating. But maybe he just don't sweat. My best friend Karla works out all the time, and she never sweats ever. She just does not sweat. She's an alien. So maybe he's one of those people too. Anywho, you know, Bridget trying to figure out, you know, where they are in their relationship because she feels like she's the only one trying for them to be better. And he like, look, you cheated on me numerous times. You know, I'm just trying to work up to trusting you again. And my thing is, You can't cheat on someone multiple times and then feel like, okay, because I apologize and I'm trying to make it better, you should, forgive me when I think you should forgive me. That ain't how it go. All you can do is say, look, I'm trying to make it better. If that person cannot forgive you in a certain amount of time, you either can move on, but you can't rush them to forgive you because you're the one that did wrong. Ain't nobody tell you to go be sleep with other men at all. And, James even said, she went and cheated numerous times. So, I'm just trying, and I was in love with her. So I'm just taking it slow, trying to build back up this trust, but I can't force it. He then told her, I can't be ready when you want me to be ready. I can't be ready when you ready. And she cried like, I just think it's just me. Okay, well, fine. But my thing is, you can't want him to be ready when you're ready simply because you wasn't ready to be safer when he was. So, you did your dirt and now you having to pay for it. And if you don't want to pay for it, then leave. So, that's what she did. She got up crying and all and said, okay, I'm out of here. And then she left. What else happened on this episode? I'm looking at my notes. This episode, it was good, but it wasn't good, but it was good. It's like pieces and bits and pieces here and there. We see Ray threw a video viewing party for Chanel and Safari's song for that song New Bay. Y'all know I don't like Chanel No Coast. I say that every time she on here. The song, the video she did, the snippet that I heard, it was catchy. I'll say that. It was catchy. I still don't like her. I really don't. I feel like people sometimes have catchy beats and I'm not going to like all their stuff. It's just not going to happen. I feel like she's one of those people, but I can be honest. The beat was catchy. I think Safari did a, good job on his rap part, for what it was. So, at the party for, people was like, oh yeah, it's a good song. And Ray like, oh yeah, I was happy to throw this party together. It was really easy to work with Alexis with Chanel. So as he's sitting there, we see Lyrica and Alexis walk in. Like, hey sis, talking to talking to Nikki Baby. Why is there all this sis crap? Anyway, from there, you start to see Ray and Alexis start beefing. I'm looking like, I thought y'all squashed this when all y'all was at that dang gonna sit down. Not even sit down, but back when Masika and Alexis tried to have a conversation and Masika wasn't with it. I thought y'all all said that y'all was gonna not be beefed out within each other because the issue was always with Alexis and Masika. I guess that was short-lived because, Ray was like, I didn't invite them. And Nikki was like, well, these my friends and I don't want to be in the middle of no bullshit. It's cool. And Alexis like, but I don't even know your problem with me. What's the problem with me? And then he says, well, no, my problem, you have a problem with me because I'm friends with Masika. Again, you can't keep saying my problem with you or your problem with me or your problem with me is someone else. It's stupid. They start kind of going back and forth. And then Lyrica like, well, what's your problem with her? Man, Ray was like, everybody shut the fuck up. And he was yelling. And Lyrica like, you shut the fuck up. Don't tell me. I'm going to have A1 whoop your ass. A1, the shot they showed of A1, the look on his face, I don't know if that was editing, but A1 looked like, why the fuck she bring my name up? I ain't doing shit. I'm not trying to get involved in that bullshit. He just did not look like the husband of the husband whose wife was getting into a verbal argument with a man. Because my thing is, let that have been Tammy. And Waka Flocka heard some man yelling at Tammy. Waka Flocka would have been there in a second. Or just any other man who heard their spouse arguing with another man. A1 was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. And I was like, they just couldn't edit that man like that because I rewinded it 4 or 5 times and kept laughing because A1 was like, I ain't got shit to do with that. Then Lucci walk over and he like, man, y'all need to calm down. Look, Ray, you threw this party, right? And he like, yeah. He like, well, you the promoter, you the organizer. You need to be professional. Don't be arguing nobody. He like, and plus, them some females, you had this party for my bae. And why did he say that? Because the minute he said bae, Lyrica and Alexis like, that's your bae? Y'all together now? Chanel giggling and laughing because she goddamn good giggling and laughing, little girl. I can't take her serious. And then Alexis is upset Like, this you not? This you not? But why you mad, ma? Like, y'all ain't even together. Why you upset again? Alexis, for me, I think is always chasing the storyline. I think whenever she sees fit to be like, okay, this is my new storyline, she just jumps in where she fit in. And that kind of made me mad. So, Alexis was telling Lucci, control your hoes. She threw like a notepad that way. And I'm like, why you throwing stuff? And again, what happened? She was escorted out. So, it is what it is. There was, what else? We see Booby and Brooke was going to go on that trip to Catalina. And someone told me Catalina is a lover's island. Thank you, subscriber, viewer who let me know what it was. And then they also told me that the Catalina wine mixer was something real. Anywho, so we see, Booby and Brooke was supposed to go on this trip. So you see Booby at the pier, waiting for her to get there. You see Brooke driving her car to get to him, and he like, yeah, me and Brooke was gonna take this trip, and it's gonna be all so good or whatever. And then Brooke like, yeah, me and Booby going on this trip. And at the same time, Marcus' mom a while ago had invited me to her birthday party. I'm looking like, well, why do you care about going to Marcus' mom's birthday party if you and Marcus ain't together? I don't get it. So you see Booby at the pier, and you still see her driving. I'm looking like, man, I hope she don't pull up and tell him that she ain't gonna go, or she pull up and like wave as she say I ain't going. So no, we see Brooke pull up to Marcus' mama birthday party. Bitch, what? How? Wait, fix it, Jesus. And I'm like, so you gonna stand Booby up like that? Booby then said, Brooke called and told me that she couldn't make it. So I made second plans. Who do we see walking up to go on there with Booby? I'm like, oh, the Booby invite Keisha on a vacation. That'd be so nice. No, sir, no, ma'am. Booby invited Bridget Kelly. Yes, Bridget Kelly, who was also frenemies with Brooke. Bridget Kelly, who also is known to be a cheater. Bridget Kelly, who was also for a little bit of a time, seemed to me like she was flirting with Marcus. Yes, same Bridget Kelly, who has a boyfriend named James, who called her a cheater. Yes, that Bridget Kelly is going to Lover's Island with Booby. And I'm like, but why? Like, ain't it supposed to be for lovers? Like, if you want to go sleep with somebody, can't you get a hotel room for free? I mean, I'm just saying. So we see, them two going on a boat. And he like, I slid in her DMs to ask her could she go, and she could. So, Brooke and Booby slid up on the boat, and they going where they going. We then see that Brooke and, but no, then Brooke said, she feel like she doing Bridget a favor. No, Bridget said she feel like she's doing Brooke a favor, because if she really trying to work it out with Marcus, she gonna help Brooke out while it's taking Booby off the list. I'm looking like, you gonna take him out the equation altogether for yourself, Brooke? I mean, Bridget, all these bees. But, I'm just like, I just can't believe it. And then even Booby saying, Brooke and Bridget, they not really friends. See, that's that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, if you know me and her cool, you should at least say, if you know we ain't friends and it ain't no big issue, you should probably say something. Be like, hey, I know you can't go, so you know what I'm saying? Me and Bridget gonna slide up in here and have some fun, but y'all ain't do that. So we see, Marcus and Brooke at his mama's birthday party, and Brooke acting like everything all cool. So, they sit down and they talk. And my thing is, Brooke like, my cootie cat, my vagina telling me to go be with Booby, but my heart was telling me to come see Marcus. She all like she's in love with Marcus. Her and Marcus talking, and he know he did her wrong, and he know he was wrong for cheating. However, he feel like he did not deserve her retaliation. You cannot do something wrong to someone and then decide how they retaliate or how they respond to you. That ain't how it works, brother. And and then she's telling him, well, yeah, me and Booby kissed, but that was really it, but I was only doing that to make you jealous. And he's like, well, yeah, it did work. She then says how she's in love with him. He said how he in love with her, but he feel like her betrayal was worse because she did it on purpose. My thing is, it don't matter if I did something on purpose after we broke up. Because guess what we did? We broken up. I didn't do it while we were together. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't like this whole storyline of her having to win him back when he cheated. He cheated. He cheated on you. And now you has made him feel like he has the power to torture you to where you... Bitch, please. I just can't do it. And they just come up so they gonna figure things out. I just, I really didn't care. And even when we see Bridget and Booby on a little romantic getaway. You know, she like, look, I'm a grown woman. I'm single. I can do what I want, when I want, with who I want. You ain't gonna tell James that. Because I'm sure James don't know that you and Booby on this little getaway. I'm pretty sure he don't know that. And, you know, they basically kissed, and we know they had sex on that vacation. I don't care what nobody say. And that was really all that it was. What else? There was a little scene where Zell and Alexis went in the studio to do a diss track against Masika. The reason I'm not going to even address this much is because I think it's pitiful. I mean, was it funny? Yes, giggle, giggle, giggle. But Alexis is horrible at rapping. Zell is bad also. I heard the song, it came out since then. And, boy, bye. To me, it just wasn't... First of all, Alexis saying that she's also trying to do some music. You couldn't even rap on beat, girl. And my thing is, even if you're not a rapper, you're a singer, you can get on beat. I mean, she couldn't even come in on no, girl, bye. What else do we see? After that, it was kind of some bullshit, you know, if you ask me. There was a little scene where, you know, Zell, was it Zell? No, it was Safari, Fizz, and Chanel at a party playing I Declare War. Now, what kind of party you at playing I Declare War? I mean, really? And what are drinks at? You know what I'm saying? What are wings at? What kind of party is this? And, you know, they're basically talking and everything. And then Hazel pulls up. I'm like, well, who even invited Hazel? Hazel then see, yeah, my girl Chanel West Coast, she had her location on, so I found them. So you mean tell me you stalking people? Okay, stalk away. You know, she pull up because she's mad at Safari. And then, you know, she pull up in a Spanx short set. And my thing is, these nude Spanx, like, biker short, like, outfits, some of y'all should not be wearing them. Hazel, you're one. And I've always said people need to dress for their body types. And even if your body is banging, some stuff still don't fit you and don't look right. That don't look right. It didn't. And I ain't trying to be a hater because I don't like Hazel. I ain't like that on you. It just looks stupid. But, you know, she sit down and she like, oh, you know, I heard that you were trying to come for me, Safari. And he like, what you talking about? Yeah, because I heard that y'all bet, you know, that whoever had the lowest sperm count was going to have to work with me. And you was cracking jokes. And he was like, well, no, it really wasn't me. But y'all did the song. And the song kind of came out hot. But Hazel still want to be a scene stealer. So then she picks up a damn bag, the bag that she brought with her, and she empties out a bag of dildos. My thing is, where did you get a bag of dildos from? And did you go to the dirty bookstore? That's what we call it here. And you just bought a whole bunch of dildos and you put them in the bag. I'm not spending my money on dicks to pour out on a table and talk to no one. That's just not gonna happen. And my thing is, Hazel made herself look more like a dick than she made Safari look like a dick. Because my thing is, if you empty a bag of dicks on the table, you still look stupid. You still look dumb. And then Safari's so petty, he say, is this a more of her nose? Her nose look like a dick sometimes. But, I mean, and then Chanel like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go talk to her. Chanel went and talked to Hazel hoping it would be a scene. And guess what they didn't do? They didn't even show it. So who cares? And the thing is, you can't go and drop a bag of dicks on people and think it's going to be, oh, can you believe she dropped the bag? Because no one even, I mean, it was so anticlimactic. I mean, it was, I really didn't care. You know, the last scene is that we see Brooke goes to talk to Booby. They haven't talked for in a minute since she did not go to Catalina with him, and he was on a boat with Bridget. And she basically say, "I have to stop being your friend, or I have to stop meeting with you to fix it with Marcus." Is basically what she said. You know what I'm saying? You know, they do say they miss each other, and they do both admit that they didn't have sex with each other. I think they're lying. But she's like, I have to cut you off to fix this to Marcus. You know, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I have to try it. And he like, look, okay, you know, I'm your friend, so whatever you do, I'ma back you, and I'll always have your back. He says, I'll always support you no matter what. And then I looked away for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I turn around and they're kissing. I'm like, Marcus ain't gonna like that. You told Marcus that y'all kissed one time beforehand. How he gonna feel when he found out that not only did y'all kiss that one time, y'all kissed this other time after you told Marcus you were trying to work it out with him? My thing is, I still think Marcus is an asshole, But if you say that you're gonna work it out with him, you can't be out here kissing Booby, and you should never be close enough to Booby where he feel like he can kiss you, because you kissed him back. Y'all, I mean, it wasn't even, you kissed that man, okay? Marcus ain't gonna like that. He ain't. And that's basically the whole episode. Again, I mean, it was interesting, but then again, it wasn't interesting. I feel like towards the end of the season, sometimes the stories get stale. I'm happy that they showed the preview for the New York season, which is coming up next. I kept wondering if New York was coming next or if Atlanta was. So we see New York is coming October 30th. I hope it's not that's only 3 more episodes. So that means Love and Hip Hop Hollywood can have maybe 1 more episode, if not 2, and then maybe 2 reunion specials. Okay, because now the story is just getting, who cares? Don't really care. So that was my review of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Please feel free to drop any comments below. Please always remember to subscribe to my channel and to like my videos and to share my videos. But until next time, people,